to the motion on pending bills. These pending bills have basically morphed into a form of borrowing by county governments. Because they are given budgets, then for some reason they end up with pending bills, which then again has to come back to the public to finance. And my Lord, Mr. Speaker, sir, borrowing by counties is regulated by the Constitution, Article 212. And a county government may only borrow if the national government guarantees the loan and with the approval of the county government's assembly. You find that these pending bills are creations of the executive who refuse to operate within their budgets, who are manipulating the fumes system by voiding what has been approved and diverting money. And I think that the governors who have been in office during when these pending bills were created should not go scot-free. Their feet must be held to the fire, and they must tell us why they are creating a public debt contrary to the Constitution. Because the people of Kenya are being forced to pay for what they should have sorted out using supplementary budgets and similar stuff. So as we go forward in terms of settling pending bills and to dissuade this culture from continuing, I urge that the consideration of the statement goes as far as making recommendations on how to handle rogue governors who end up using their procurement powers within budgets approved by the control of budget to create pending bills. If they don't pay bills, they must face the music. It must not come back to the public to go and pay pending bills. We cannot be crying here about pending bills when the Constitution is very clear on how we should incur public debt. Backdoor public debt should not be paid. It's not a sovereign debt. It's a regime debt. And if the public pays it, the regime owners must be held to account. So I think that this thing of playing around with kid gloves about pending bills will not solve it unless we punish individual governors. Madam Speaker, thank you. When I began to was Mr. Speaker, and I can say to Madam Speaker, thank you for the opportunity.
Senator Karen Nyamo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to speak to the issue of pending bills, Madam Speaker. As my colleagues have said before me, and since I got to this House, this is about the 6th or 7th or 8th time we are having this issue tabled before this House, the issue of the pending bills. While when I see companies like KQ apply for bailouts, we see the government paying off 55 billion, 7 billion, 37 billion, almost immediately. While our SMEs, who actually are the backbone of our economy, and we're saying we want to grow the economy bottom up, but we pay a deaf ear to these businesses who have the potential to significantly affect our economy, Mr. Speaker. I don't know if you are aware that, for example, in